here's Getty. She went out to get Big Daddy's car. Let's listen to it a little bit. Sounds good. What are you doing?
We're gonna have some fun this weekend. I got people coming in.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna rack it off and wake Dad up like that, but
You better not.
right, like it.
Good.
Man. Sounds like a new one.
Did they put power steering in this thing?
Yep. Yeah, and that bothers Dad when he's hot rodding it.
Yeah. Well, it ain't. I don't think they ain't hooked up the positive track, have they?
No, it does not have positive track on it. And I forget the keys are all upside down in these old cars. It took me 5 minutes to figure out how to open this old hood, and it weighs a ton.
Hang on. There you go.
Something else to it. There's another little flipper in there. So there it is. Oh, yes. Okay. And I forgot we must take our battery cables off every time.
Well, we got a drain on it.
These old cars are worth so damn much money, and so rare. Nobody takes a chance on a short.
Oh, okay.
They're not flowers.
Don't slam it. Just set it down so you can pick it right back up. You know what I mean?
Okay, we gotta put a stress on real quick.
Okay. Here's how me and Stevie does this. This is our common way we communicate with each other. Now, I'm coming in from the sides. There's a stump there. And way back over there, there's stumps. There's stumps over there. I've packed some trees from a long ways away. But in a nutshell, and this is all select cut, and here's your canopy. See, it's all, canopy looks fine. But here's the skid road. We ribbon the skid road. Now, the first tree, this is what we're calling a run. We're making runs, and I make shorter runs when they get on my butt, and I make longer, more elegant runs when I'm farther ahead of them. So they gave me enough room to make enough time to make a decent run. All right, the first tree you cut on a run is the last tree that he's gonna top. Now this looks like a disaster, but the bend down pick through this thing quicker than can be, quick. But like say that red oak tree on the bottom down there is probably the last tree. So as he uncovers trees, and the last tree you cut is the first tree he tops. So as he uncovers each tree, it's on top of the stack and he ain't wallering around none. At the end of the run, we always mark it with 2 blue ribbons. So he knows, the idea is to make it to where that din guy, you're catering everything around the guy on a din. He's got the heat's on him. That's the most stressful job on a job site. So you don't want him having to think or having to try to figure out what you had in mind or nothing. You're trying to make it dead obvious. And I cross them back and forth. And what I'm trying to do, let me stand on a stump. See, here's your ribbons. See how the ribbon down through there? So as he comes through, and I'm mindful on how I put the ribbons. I'm trying to think the whole time as I'm ribbing him, how's he gonna see this, the whole thing's the baby Stevie. That's what, no. But you're trying to make it where the din guy is a fluid motion. He's just constantly cranking wood out. But as you drive back through here, he reaches over, he tops that, the top falls off out of the skid road. That's when you're doing it the way this is what you're shooting for. So he tops this, falls out of the skid road. Tops him over there, they're on the other side of the skid road. So you're trying to cross the skid road to where the din drives up right through the middle. He reaches over, tops it, swings it around. Reach over here, tops it, swings it around. So he's never fighting trees back and forth, pulling on the swing motors or nothing. And he's never tracking out of the damn road. The worst thing to do is to throw a tree out like you would when you're hand cutting, to where he's got to either drive all the way to the end of the tree. Say if we dropped, say this big stump here, if we dropped it out there or out that way, he's got to track to the end of it and top it, or try to pull it back and muscle it through stuff, top and all, which that's bad. It affects standing trees and everything else. So what you're trying to do is set it up to where he reaches over, zips the top out of, spins the butt around, sets it behind him. reaches over the next tree, which is the next tree on the stack. Bing, boom, bang, it can go back and forth. You can X them back and forth, you can do whatever. But that's the idea. And then I got it all the way marked all the way, and I'm marking them, and when I mark a tree he's going to top, I try to make sure he can see the next ribbon after he pulls that one out of the way and it screws up his ribbons, you know. So sometimes I'm using extra ribbons. I get them pretty close together when I get concerned about him not seeing good enough. See? And there's a ribbon I put on a stick down in the road because all these other ribbons up here was in tops. So as he moved them, he could lose himself. So that's, I drove that stick in the ground, so, and that, so, where's it at? Why can't I see it in this phone? There you go, that blue one there, you can't hardly see it. Why can't I hardly see it? But anyway, so they're set up as he uncovers them, you know, the next one appears. But you can see him getting out there, and now you go to the next run, you take the trees like that big double white oak. The next run, that'll go out that way. I already cut a black oak. I tried to pack him, but I lost him. He broke over on me. But the next run will go over that way. So all them trees from there over will go over that way. So the next run can be over. So if you're in 100-foot tall trees, if you're in poplar or something, they're 100-foot tall or something, or you carry them a little bit, your runs can be 200 feet apart. And shorter timber, your runs are going to be, you know, say this is going to be 150 feet apart. See what I mean? And that's and you're trying to pick a sided end across the skid road to where you're bombing a bad spot with the top. Now, you drop when the top goes in the skid road, put your ski on the butt and shove him to the other side or close to the other side, see? So he's not messing with the porcupine so much with that dend end. I take extra time with the buncher to cater to the dend end. Now, you can't do that just getting started probably, but that's what you're trying to work towards. See, and I got the run marked at the very end down here. See how they are? He could just drive up here, just swing from side to side, just to cleaning and zipping and flipping, and see, there goes his ribbons up through there. Now the white oak, I could have put it across a little more, but I didn't want to kill it. I should have just killed that tree over there. Dropped him across more. I just didn't want to take a chance on that poplar tree, I don't guess. I can't remember what I was thinking when I cut it. Probably wasn't thinking. But I got the beginning ribbon marked, and there's your skid road. So I picked, you got to drive around a while before you get started. It takes you a while to get it to come together, but look, just a straight shot up through there. Canopies took care of, trees, standing timbers took care of, and Stevie can bust through this thing just wide open. So hope that helps. It don't look that steep from here, but it is. It's pretty good. He's barely gonna make it out with them tires, you know. If he had factory tires and good cleats, he'd climb out here. It's rocky as all get out down in here. Now I got that hickory tree topped out on the tops, and if you back down, grab by the top and pull it up to where you're at now and dump it, Stevie can get it, because I'm gonna set him up to come to where you're at now. This is actually cable logging country here, but we figured out it's short enough, the hillside's short enough that we can bridge a gap. Raji had to go hand cut 2 trees, but I crawled around these chains and bunchered the rest of them. I bunchered that one, I just shoved him over the hill though. Come on, Junkie, don't spin out. That damn skidder goes good, I will say that, Johnny Popper. That balance of that little... I knew you could do it. That's the best I can top him. Oh, I spoke too soon. He about spun out right there. He's about to spin out. Go, Junkie, go! Get him, Junkie, get him! Pull him, Junkie, pull him! Now, on your feller bunching in ground like this, the rubber tired buncher, you've got to be right. Now, before you let it go, if you don't care, back it across the way so I can shove the butt around as I come out. Thank you. Good, buddy. What, that we was good buddies?
About back in that end.
Oh, yeah. I can push that butt around and climb out there. Thank you, Junkie. My hero. Roger Dodge's skidder sitting up on top of the hill up there. It ain't super steep. It's pretty steep. Well, look, he climbed out of it, you know, but he's barely climbing that. It ain't too bad. It don't look bad. It's fairly decent, but it's rocky. It ain't got no soil on it. And just a little bit of soil and dirt on it. The dadgum rock.
Tiger cat.
Tiger cat. By golly, that 6.653 Tiger cat drive right up out there. All right, I gotta go. Stevie picked apart the bend in. Total asshole. He said it right on top. Stevie, that's a hell of a part. Oh yeah? That's nice. That's like a ninja uses.
That's my keychain.
Oh, it's for ninjutsu. You gotta sharpen the points. Stick in the wall and stuff. Yep.
You dick!
Oh, you're serious?
Where'd
Stevie,
it go?
just went right there. It's right there. Stevie, don't back up your back over. It's right there. Get warmer. Warmer, warmer, warmer. Warmer. On fire. Oh.
What a dick! You don't know how hard I worked to break that tip to get that.
You almost broke my camera.
That's not fair.
Then you better carry. Or else.
Get back, Sebastian.
Oh, Stevie, get that junk out of here.